possibly the most underrated skill in our profession is our ability to listen, to shut up, to say less. And let's look at this word together real quick. The word has an L, an I, an S, a T, an E, and an N in it. Here's another word. It has an L, an I, an S, a T, an E, and an N in it. Coincidence? Yes. Makes a heck of a point though, right? I wonder how many times you talk yourself out of business. I wonder how many times for fear of being salesy, you become a sales prevention officer. You stand in the way of success from giving too much information. Would any of you like some words that can encourage other people to talk about themselves? Some of these words are very difficult to spell, but still try to write them down. They're words like uh-huh. Yeah? Wow. Really? What do those words say? One, more, I like it, yes. Anybody seen the movie Shrek? In the movie Shrek, Shrek says, ogres are like, because they have, people be the same. We have layers. We just forget to peel them back. And you have the ability to be one of the only people in the worlds of the people that you serve to slow the process down and just ask a handful more questions. Peel back a few more layers. That might be the first time that that's happened in that person's life in like a year or more. What difference does that make to the strength of your relationship with them if you're the person that peels back those layers? It is huge. Take the time to be able to ask more questions, because questions create conversations that lead to relationships, that creates opportunities. That's what drives sales. And here's another big part of your job, is to give people enough information to make a decision. There is one word up there that is worthy of the most focus. What do you think it might be? It is the word enough. How much information is enough? It depends. Different things for different people. Perhaps put best by a huge mentor in my life, my late grandma, my nan. My nan once said to me, she said, Phil, if everybody thought in the exact same way, then wouldn't the whole world like to marry your granddad? We all need information presented differently, but we've got to get good at presenting our information. One thing that many people do need to understand in today's market, one piece of information we've got to get really good at talking about is money. Whether it's the price of the home, the price of your services, the price of what you think somebody might be able to compete with you at, if we are not comfortable talking about money in this market, it will cost you. If I have the word price written in my right hand and the word value written in my left hand, and price comes out ahead of value, which one looks bigger? But if I can get the value out there ahead of price, which one looks bigger now? Who in this room has spent more money on something than they thought they would? And we think budgets are real? We're all happy to spend more when we think it's worth it. Got to try and make this real simple. Young lady, your name is? Monica. Monica, can I borrow your pen? This is Monica's pen, a beautiful pen. But if this pen is just chucked on a table at a yard sale, how much is the pen? 5 cents, nothing. People don't like your pen, Monica. People don't like your pen. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to now take the pen, the exact same pen. This time what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in a stand. The stand is made of acrylic. I'm going to put 12 identical pens alongside it in the compartment. And then in the adjacent compartments, other pens from the same manufacturer in different colorways. I'm going to put the manufacturer's name on the top of the stand. And I'm going to place the stand on the counter in the stationery department, something like a Macy's. And how much is the pen? It's the same pen! The exact same pen, demonstrably different price. Now what I'm going to do, Monica, is I'm going to take the exact same pen again. And this time I'm going to lay it on its side. And I'm going to place it in a box. And the box is made of mahogany. And the mahogany box is velvet lined. So I have a pen in a mahogany box. It's velvet lined. This sits in a cabinet. Cabinet is made of glass. Glass cabinet, spotlit. This too sits in a department store. Not just any department store. This department store is in London. It's not anywhere in London. It's in Knightsbridge. And the store in question is called Harrods. So I have a pen in a mahogany box. It's velvet lined. Sits in the cabinet. Cabinet's made of glass. Glass cabinet is spotlit. Sits in a department store. Not just any department store. Department store's in London. It's not anywhere in London. It's in Knightsbridge. The store in question is called Harrods. And to get to the pen, I need to speak to a member of staff. Member of staff is wearing a black tuxedo. Has white gloves on. His name is Pierre. How much is the pen? It's the same pen. What's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference? What is the difference? Understand this. The thing is never worth the money. It's the things that go with your thing that make it worth the money. The better job you can do at articulating the things that go with your thing, the more value people will see in your thing. Got it? So don't lose it. Don't lose it. This is ridiculously important right now for how you communicate the things that you do. And your value is only valuable where it's both appreciated and appreciating. Stop showing up and throwing up at all the things that make you worth your money. That's called justifying a fee, not positioning a fee. And the better job you can do at storytelling around why your point of difference is really truly unique for true people, the bigger difference that's going to have on them choosing you. Ever wanted to tell people what to do without them feeling like they're being told what to do? Because you know they want to know what to do without feeling pushed or pressured? Well, one of the things that I like to tell people to do is to look for words in their language that can change. Because if everything is costing you, is helping or hurting, you might need to swap some words around. Could you look at everything that you say on a weekly basis, everything you write, and see if you can find something that you could change? Like, I hate signing contracts. I love autographing books. It's the exact same action. Where are there moments inside your daily interactions where the language is costing you when what it could be doing is helping? I also know that you like wanting to tell people what to do without them feeling like they're being told what to do. So I figured I can give you some words that can allow you to tell people what to do without them feeling like they're being told what to do. A little piece of basic psychology one more time is human beings are a lot like sheep. What I mean by that is we're very happy to follow a crowd. That's why you're far more likely to believe 37 strangers on a Yelp review than any recommendation from your mother-in-law. Safety in numbers is for real. So knowing that we want to tell people what to do without them feeling like they're being told what to do because we know they want to know what to do, and we know that people are a lot like sheep, when I want somebody to consider an idea and I want to tell them what to do, I don't tell them what to do, I just simply tell them, here's what most people would do in your circumstance. And a little voice kicks up in their head and says, aha, I'm most people. I'm going to do that and there's nothing you can do to stop me. And I know what about 12 of you are thinking in the room right now. You're thinking there's no way that would ever work on me because I'm not. So you know what I say to all 12 of you? I say, please don't be like most people. You're welcome. Like, please don't be like most people waiting for interest rates to drop thinking it's actually going to save you money. Please don't be like most people and think all realtors are the same. Please don't be like most people and think that Keller Williams is just a place for new agents. You see what I can do if I'm intelligent about what I put out up front with most people, or don't be like most people. But I know what most people are thinking is in all of this information, what should I remember? What should I do? What should I do to take action? How do I carry this forward? If any of you don't have my role play cards, just get them. They're going to help. See, professionals practice. Professionals practice. Professionals practice. What do amateurs do? They practice on their prospects. Please stop practicing on your prospects. Practice with each other. Practice by yourself. Professionals practice. Amateurs practice on their prospects. And if you don't know how to practice, we'll show you how to practice when you join the role play group. Like, it's pennies, it's nothing, but it allows you to be able to start to elevate a practice. It's not about learning scripts and dialogues. It's about elevating your practice so that in the moments that matter, your practice shows up so that you can perform on game day. And you have to learn drills and practices. And if you're wondering where to get them, come find me on Instagram. Send me a DM with the word role play. We've got this wonderful piece of technology that says, here's how you can get the role play cards. And if you're wondering how to Phil DM me back whilst on stage, that's called technology. It's really useful. Look at it. It might help. What else should you remember? This. You know why? We tested this and ran a little study recently, and we found this out. 82% of working Americans say that there's a time in their life that they wish they could have that one conversation to do over again. Do you fall into that statistic? Get ready for the known conversations that you're stepping into. We also believe this, that curiosity is the fuel to great conversations. So don't show up with more certainty, become strategically more curious, ask better questions, not more questions. And like this proved this to me even more as well from the study we ran recently. That 60% of working Americans say a misunderstood text message has caused them hours of pain and distraction, and some of you are writing those text messages. Because we're not asking, we're not curious, we're not earning context. And people are missing context, and therefore they're getting upset. Earn context and stop giving advice. People do things for their own reasons, not yours. That means never invite anybody to do anything unless you can say the words first, because of the fact that you said. Because of the fact that you said X, Y, and Z. For those reasons, I'd recommend A, B, and C. See how that changes your strength? In the medical industry, they say that prescription before diagnosis is malpractice. Same is true in your business. Find out what's wrong with people before you tell them how to make it right. And the person who's asking the questions is the one that controls the conversation. So questions I have for you is, how do you show up more curious and ask curious questions to earn context so you're certain of their position? How do you ask more empathetic questions so that you can be truly relatable? How do you ask courageous questions that drive actions? Please stop asking more questions. Please stop digging deeper and hunting for pain points. People don't like it. Who would like to be probed? Right? But we're trained on ask probing questions. Go find their pain point. Dig deeper. And you don't want people to do that for you. Go looking for useful truth. Ask curious questions to find context. Ask empathetic questions so you're relatable. Ask courageous questions that invite people to take action. And if you want to go deeper on this work, understand where you might have work to do, then we built a little assessment for you. That's to help you understand where you're at this moment in time. The assessment is completely free, and it will give you back an instant report that will tell you the areas where you might want to elevate your practice. Where might you have some blind corners in the way that you currently communicate that could help you get a little bit better? We're super proud of this, and the study that came out this year as well. We poured money in to find out the moments that matter in conversation, and then we're giving it all away to you guys. So go take a look, take the assessment, and you might find some insights that become useful. So what am I going to close with is, I hope that this has been useful. I hope that you found something that you can put into practice. Please, please, pretty please, note that if you do change your words, you can change your world. And ladies and gents, I've been Phil Jones. I wish you all the success in the world that you're prepared to work for. Thank you, thank you, thank you.